Yes, I know that part. That part where children do not listen. It's very frustrating. I know. But before you lose your cool, you must know this. Rather than feel frustrated or defeated, there are so many simple strategies that could work wonders for you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am Julia Bello. So today we'll look at things we could do when our children does not listen to us. And the first thing I have to say is connect with them. Yes, connect with your child emotionally. Now, you could connect with your child by giving them a gentle touch on the shoulder, calling them by their names softly, or even a quick hug can open up their attention and cooperation. Now, secondly, make eye contact with your children. So rather than shouting from the hallway, why not come closer to this child? Bring yourself down to his or her level. Make an eye contact with your child. Children respond much better when you're physically in their level and it feels more personal and less like a distant command. Thirdly, I would say always use a calm voice. For some of us, especially the mothers, when we want to dish out instruction, you think you're quarreling with someone. No. When your tone is angry or rushed, it brings fear that might make the child shut down. So, why not speak slowly, calmly, and warmly? A calm voice grabs attention rather than loudness, and it makes it easier for your child to actually process what you're saying. So, the next is give them simple instruction. Long, complicated sentence can make a child lose focus. Yes, break down whatever you want to say into short, clear steps. Now, rather than say, make sure you clean your room, why not put it this way? Could you put away your toys in the basket? Could you put the books on the shelf? That way, you're given a specific and clear instruction, and the child will definitely want to follow that instruction. The next is do not give them commands. No. Children crave the sense of control. So instead of barking or shouting, why not offer them two choices? Yeah, the same thing you want them to do. But make it like you're giving them a choice. Would you want to brush your teeth first or you want to put on your pajamas? No, when you give a child a choice, it encourages cooperation without past struggles, you know. It is what I want you to do. But I'm putting it in form of your choice. Which do you want to do first? Either way, you get to do the both of them. But it is your choice, right? And then set clear boundaries. I always talk about setting boundaries. In most of my posts, I talk about boundaries. It is very, very important. I will begin to set boundaries when these children are still very little. Now, they need to know where their limits are first, and that these limits are very solid and important to you as a parent. Yeah, so be clear about whatever behavior is acceptable and not acceptable, and stick to the boundaries you set, even if they push you a little. Stick to your boundaries. Okay, so the next I want to talk about is positive reinforcement. Let's try to use positive reinforcement. Now, when we catch them being good, no matter how small, praise them. When they listen to what you say, praise them even at the slightest opportunity. Now, a simple, I love how you listen right away, boosts their confidence and make them more likely to listen more next time. Now the next thing is give them time to respond. Now there's something I've noticed about children. They don't always respond instantly. They might need few seconds to process what you said. Now after giving instruction, pause a bit before repeating yourself. You may have to repeat yourself, but you need to wait a little before repeating yourself. Because I've also come to understand that as parents, we lack patience most times to deal with these children, and patience can sometimes be magic. Yeah, and then the last I have on my list is find what is not visible to you. Yeah. So sometimes not listening isn't about deficiency, it's about unmet needs. A child could be experiencing emotional setbacks, and checking what else might be going on can change the whole approach in that moment. So it is very, very wonderful. It should be wonderful that most times, even when we give instruction and they do not carry out our instruction, find out there could be a root to what that problem would be.